I'm Jack Granite here on Fantasy Talks, station 93.9, and we are just going to be talking about this upcoming, exciting new fantasy football season. The draft is coming up. We're all looking forward to it, and let's get the show on the road. So, Lewis, I'm here with Lewis and Seabass, and Lewis, I want to know what you think about Christian McCaffrey this season after 2 years of being injured, but still undoubtedly, he just scores points differently. He is a monster on that field. A lot of the touches go to him, and I just want to know how you're feeling about him this season.
I mean, he is a monster on the field, Jack. But listen, he gets very injured often. I mean, the last 2 seasons he's barely played any games. I mean, he's a very good running back. This year, if he does not get injured, he's going to be probably better than Derrick Henry this season, honestly. Even though Derrick Henry did get off on the injury, I think CMC will show more results in a better way.
Seabass, how about you?
I would have to disagree. I would say that CMC will do pretty bad this year. I mean, he keeps, after all those injuries, he's probably getting weaker, and he's probably still a little hurt. He's definitely not 100% recovered. He might get those points, but now they got Baker Mayfield, a better QB than Darnold by far, and they got DJ Moore. So with Baker Mayfield, they're going to start doing a lot more passing and a lot less rushing, so they get less points. And there are a lot of other running backs that can be helpful for your fantasy team instead of CMC, because you can never know, you can get injured again.
All right, and our next topic. There's a huge debate going on right now in the football world, and there's a difference between real football and fantasy football. So I want to know who you think, talking fantasy-wise, will be better this year, Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow? Would you like to start, Seabass?
I would say Justin Herbert. He's younger. He has a lot. He got some pieces. He got Allen, and he got a lot more other running backs that can get a lot of receiving yards for him. They have Eckler as well, so they have a lot of options instead of just passing all the time, and they can just keep going back and forth. And he runs a lot, so he can get a lot of rushing yards and rushing touchdowns this year for fantasy.
Lewis?
I totally disagree with that statement. I think Joe Burrow will show out more in fantasy, only because Joe Mixon is not only a running back, but he can also catch the ball. He's also a receiving back too. Same with, Jamar Chase. He's just outstanding. He's one of the best route running and fastest players in the league. And T. Higgins too. They're just a great wide receiver duo. And I think Joe Burrow has better options, and he's probably a little better at passing the ball than Justin Herbert is.
Thank you. And now we're opening the floor to any callers. Remember that number is 424-8317-8291. And we have a caller here. Hi, how are you, and what's your name?
Hi, I'm Arne Sabakian.
Nice to meet you, and what do you want to talk about today?
Yeah, so I thought it was just absolutely insane that one of you guys said that CMC is not going to be one of the best backs in football when healthy, especially fantasy-wise. I understand that he's been hurt the past few years, but when healthy, I think he's one of the best backs in the league. He's always scoring in the red zone, so just want to get your guys' thoughts on that.
Lewis, you were the one? Oh, I'm sorry. Seabass was the one who disagreed. Just explain your case, really.
I understand that you can never tell from an injury, but after getting multiple injuries every single year, he's not going to be 100%. He's going to get worse over time if he keeps getting injured like this. And like I said, with Baker Mayfield, he has a better arm than the last QB, and instead of rushing the ball every single time, they're going to start passing with DJ Moore and all their other options that they have, because they're getting a lot of new wide receivers that can really help them Baker Mayfield out instead of just rushing all the time.
Yep. And thank you guys. We are now going to take a commercial break, and this is Fantasy Talks here on Radio 93.9, and thank you for your time.